everybody, I've been getting some questions about the background that I've been using in my videos, so I thought that I should make a quick video about the quilt that my aunt made me on completion of my AT thru hike. So this is the background that I'm talking about. The first square that I'm going to talk about is my aunt's rendering of northern Maine and New Hampshire woods. You can see the moose family, which is emblematic of the northern woods, and they are put in this black starry fabric. And then you have the trees, the pine trees that are so typical in the far northern section of the AT. And in the background you see the mountain ranges of maybe the Whites, or, well, not Katahdin because there's too many mountains, but those are in a lovely variety of shades, and she kind of has them as a light purple fabric, and it's really pretty. It is very evocative of that northern region, although I don't know about the snow up there. It looks like there's some snow falling, and I didn't really experience that on my hike. And then in this section you can see the background of the quilt, which she rendered in a blue fern-covered cloth. And there are 3 patches here. There's Katahdin, the very end point of the trail, the length of the trail in 2015, which was 2,189.2 miles, and it says Appalachian Trail 2015, and these are all hand-stitched by her. And then here's another kind of dreamscape from the North Woods. It's night, and you can see that there's a crescent moon and kind of a light sky, and there's a bunch of pine trees rendered in a textured pattern fabric, and then some green. And that reminds me also of how green it was in the north. The woods were really like green, and they had a nice distinctive smell of pine that was really pleasant. So here is a river crossing, and you can see that the stone in the front has a white blaze, which was hand painted by my aunt. She said that she tried to base as many of these landscapes off of pictures that we'd taken on the trail as she could. So here there were pictures that were similar to this that she saw that inspired this particular square of the quilt. Here's another one inspired by an actual picture, because there was a video that I put up on Facebook that she saw that was a deer looking very alert like this, and it's obviously a deer and a fawn at a water crossing, and the fawn is drinking and the doe is watching the viewer. So this is also based off of reality with some artistic rendering. This patch reminds me of the Cumberland Valley a little. There's kind of a straight path almost, and you can see the path going forward quite a ways, so it looks like it's almost a flat section. But it's nighttime, which reminds me of being in Pennsylvania right around the early July and seeing like the butterflies and stuff, so that's kind of what it makes me think of. The dots in the background, more than snow or anything else, or stars, they remind me of all the gnats that you encounter when you're hiking with a headlamp at that time of year, and you're constantly inundated with these bugs that flock to your headlamp since it's light. Sorry for going into vertical mode, but that's the only way that I can think of to get you to see the whole quilt. But anyways, that is the present that I got from my aunt upon completion of my hike. It's a beautiful present, obviously, and always getting a handmade item is super special. I know that as a crafter myself. So if you're ever wondering what I have in the background, it's going to be this quilt. I'm really proud of it, and I think it's just really beautiful. So thank you so much, Jane. I really appreciate it. So for those of you who are wondering, I hope that answers your question, and if you have any further questions about the quilt, please let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. And for those of you who weren't as interested in this video, I promise I have more videos to come that are about the trail, so please stick around and let me know of any other ideas that you have. Thanks for watching. Happy trails!